We're on. And hopefully we sound okay. And that one. Show me strum. Ba ba da ba ba. We sounded good. Okay, hang on. La 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 la. Can't even hear my sound. Why not? Why not? It's too quiet, that's why. Alright. It's always so fiddly trying to get the right volume for everything. Yeah. I will try my best to listen to you, but I have it a little bit loud in my ears. Okay. So, oh, I'm already breaking stuff. So go to this one. This is what we're working on today. Born to Create. It is from Officeworks. I have admittedly opened the package just because I wanted to see the inside of it. This is what it said it includes. I'm pretty sure that's a crochet hook that I'm not going to be a fan of. And the crochet needle also looks like it has a very teeny tiny hole. So I don't think that's going to work out the way it thinks it's going to work out. But we'll just see. We'll just see. No cat today because she is getting a haircut. And boy howdy, she's going to look fucking weird. But that's okay. That's okay. Yes, okay. I remember now. I opened this because I wanted to see the instructions first, because my friend bought it or wanted to buy one and they don't crochet, and I was like, I mean, if you wanna. It says it's not a toy. Something that's not a toy, why does it look like a toy? So, it does, oh my god, why is it so loud now? Turn down. I need consistent level music. It gives you a bit of a rundown on basic stitches, how to do them, what it's abbreviated as, what abbreviations mean. Just from the little, like, it's got the picture images and then it's also got little diagrams, so that could be helpful for newbies. However, I am not that. I'm a beast. I'm a unit. I know how to do this shit. How big is this gonna be? We are looking at 28 rows, not including the head. No head. That's okay. Once you do the hands, legs, body. Odd. Very odd. Odd but manageable. That's fine. Alright, I am gonna put this. I'm gonna move the mic back. Sorry for the loudness. That can go there. Get my highlighter so I can see where I'm up to. Readjust myself. Oh, something as well. It comes with the whole little storage bag. I should have probably actually done the little unboxing. So, storage bag with all the shit. Paper bag with all the stuffing. There, which I can appreciate because you know what, it's recyclable. We like that. The paper, but the little baggie that can be used for if you want to gift it to someone, which this is going to be gifted to someone, so it all kind of works, you know. I got too much shit in the way. Move that over. Move that over. All right, let's get started. So we got this brown, this white color, green color. I'm guessing this is the safety eyes. Again, it's in a paper bag, which I love because I can actually I can recycle it. Can't see that too well. Caution, crochet needle inside. Yeah, it's kind of already started to break free. I don't think this is a great crochet needle for this though, because the hole is teeny tiny. You can't get yarn through that. You genuinely cannot. So, not great start on that front, but that's okay. Everything else is looking alright at the minute. The only thing that isn't alright right now is how this music doesn't know how to have one consistent volume. So we're gonna switch it to this one maybe. Alright. Make sure I'm adjusted. Sitting in a good spot. Another paper thing. Love that because it means we can recycle because we're environmentally conscious individuals. Oh! And it actually tells you how big the hook size is. We like that because if I fucking hate this hook, I'm gonna use my own. But it feels nice. I think I'm gonna like using this hook. This hook? Not bad. 2.5 is very small. So this thing is probably gonna be a bit teeny tiny. And my hands are very sore because I helped a friend do landscaping yesterday and that was a mistake. But the things we do for our homies because we love them. But the downside is my hands are very, very sore today. And that's just what we gotta work with. Alright, let's get into it, kids. I will actually grab stitch markers. Have the stitch markers handy because I don't trust myself to count. We'll use blue. We will use blue today. Alright, we're in a good spot. Not really. Point it this way. Now we're in a good spot. Sweet. Like I say, we're just fucking locking in today. This is a... ugh, man. Teeny tiny hook. I'm not used to working with a little hook like this, which is a little bit harder on the hands as well. So, we'll do our best. That's all we can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good start. Already losing count. This hook doesn't feel bad at all. And the yarn also doesn't feel too bad. So I'm happy so far. It's just the needle. I wouldn't trust the needle. I don't even know if my stitch markers are going to fit through there. I'll be so real with you. Oh, it has stitch markers. Stop. Wait. It said it on the back of the packet. I just looked at it. Wait. See, this is what you want, Nikki. You want it to actually come with stitch markers. If it says it includes everything, include everything, including stitch markers. Fabulous. I love this. So far, so good. And this thing was like $5. So, you can't complain at that too much. But I'm sure I will find complaints along the way, because I always do. But, thus far, we're actually pretty happy with this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Trying to make sure I'm in a good spot. I think the only thing I'll say so far is it almost feels like the yarn's too big for the hook. It's not hard to work with, but it's like maybe it should have been just a teeny tiny bit bigger, the hook, or the yarn a teeny bit smaller. Alright. The only, okay, minor nothing burger is in the actual pattern. It says, please use the brown yarns, plural. There's only a singular one brown yarn. But again, that is like the most minor gripe. And it's not even a gripe, it's just me looking for things, you know. Also, no eyebrows today because we're fucking just locking in. You don't need eyebrows to lock in. I really should invest in stitch markers like this because they just seem so much nicer. Realistically though, I don't actually need stitch markers. I could just go to my parents' house and they've got like a bajillion safety pins sitting around somewhere. I could just use that because that's essentially all it is, just a plastic safety pin. And there's no children in this house, so I don't care about a child having access to a sharp thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, look at us. So far, so good. The real test will be to see if they actually give us enough yarn or not. Because in previous experiences, they either just don't give you enough, or they give you way too much. And way too much is a good thing. But this is my first crochet kit that I've done of this particular brand. So we're just gonna have to see. I might actually need a pen. Oh, where's my pen? Not that drawer. Okay. 3, 4, 5, so that's 3 rows. I know how to count. Wow. Does it tell you actually? Actually, does it tell you how to do a color change? Okay, so it doesn't actually tell you how to do a color change, and you're expected to do color changes in this pattern. I knew I would find something. Yeah, it does not actually inform you how to do that. So maybe it's not very beginner friendly. It tells you how to do a magic ring and all that sort of stuff, which is fabulous. But knowing how to change colors is kind of important. I do like that it uses its manners though. Please use the brown yarn. Please use the white yarn. Please use the brown yarn. It's very polite. I fuck with that. And honestly, it is just a nice feeling yarn. Like, it's nice on the fingies. I don't know how big this thing's going to be. It does not specify. Do we have the buttons in there? I'm pretty sure I saw buttons. How big is said buttons? So that will help us gauge a little bit. They're pretty little. Where do the buttons go? On the front. So realistically, it's probably only going to be like that big. She's going to be it'll. I can need to point that way. Just a smidgen. There we go. Is that the right spot? Yes. This is where I should be using the online stitch row counter thing, rather than the thing. Like, my thing is I can't do both. It just seems to be I either have to do it by hand or I have to do it online. And it appears today we're doing it by hand. Alright, this yarn size and hook size is actually like absolutely 0 gaps there, which is fab. But we'll see when it comes to actually doing the decreases to see how good it is. Once again, this music is being very inconsistent. My apologies. I really should just stick to the lo-fi stuff. That one seems to at least keep it semi-consistent. rather than the Skyrim backtrack, or maybe I should do Halo backtracks. Maybe. Be a very weird mix to have just some random crocheter rock up and they just wanting to watch crochet, and then you've got fucking Marty O'Donnell in the back going wee. Pull that through there. Alright. So, oh. Where'd it go? Literally right there. Go back a stitch because we're doing a colour change. This doesn't look like much white yarn, although it doesn't look like you need a whole lot of white yarn in this. It's good. She's a mess. What the hell? Where's the start of this thing? What the fuck? Okay, I'm pulling it. What actually is this? Other than a fucking hot mess. This is... There we go. Champion. Alright. Also, I can do a colour change there. I'll leave the brown behind it. I don't know what I did. I think this morning when I was doing my skincare, I did moisturizer and then I did my eye cream under my eye, but I think I did the eye cream a little too close to my eye, because every now and then while I'm blinking, it's kind of like a little blurry screen almost, and then I blink again, then it's fine. Maybe I should go see a doctor? It's only day one of said issue, so I don't think that's cause for concern. It's also really odd using just straight white yarn, because I'm used to using an off-white yarn. That's typically what I will do with my scissors. With my crocheting, I always use off-white instead of white. So it's a nice little change. It's nice to switch things up every once in a while. Try this off real quick. Oop. The only thing with this sort of yarn is, like, it is very nice and soft, but it's like that very extra smooth feeling one, and then with that, what am I saying? With that, it makes it kind of hard with the knot, because you don't know whether the knot's actually going to stay together. But again, that would be more so a case to worry about if it was going to a child, but it is not, so it's fine. 7, 8, 9, 3 rows. I can do 3 rows without counting it down, surely. I wonder if I did, no. I always get this little urge to be like, what if I do this thing different or this thing different? The whole point of following it to a T is so that I can give it fair and proper criticism. Me going off on my own terms and just doing my own thing, that is a disservice to the actual kit. Because I'm not doing it as it's intended to be done. And then with that, how can I offer any reasonable feedback? I'm going to keep these stitch markers. I fuck with them. I do. I like them. And the thing is, I have another Christmas kit from the same brand, from Officeworks. So I'm gonna have 4 stitch markers. So that sounds like a very exciting day to be Miss Hug Dealer. Yee. I know it kind of goes without saying that at the end of a piece you should either like slip stitch into the beginning stitch and then cast off, leave this much of a tail, blah blah blah, whatever the case. This does not provide that. It just says after you've finished doing, like, it's got the remainder of the instructions for the hand, and then it says repeat these steps to crochet the other hand. And like I said, even though it's a given to sorry, I got distracted by the pictures and I'm just trying to figure them out. Even though it's a given to fasten off and leave a tail, it doesn't explicitly tell you to do that, when it should tell you to do that. Because otherwise you're going to have newbies and they're going to be like, how long should I be leaving this tail? Do I need a really long one or a really short one, or what's the go? But I'm pretty sure these are just going to be crocheted onto the piece instead of sewing them onto the piece, which is wonderful. I'd like that. But again, let the people know. Communication is key. So I'm just going to assume what it will want you to do is fasten off, leave a tail. Okay, some of these instructions are actually a bit weird. And hard to follow, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. That is one little hand. Dunskies. And that only took me 22 minutes. Wow. Alright, Kim. Thought that was thunder. I thought it was thunder. Thunder. Bro, this music is so inconsistent with this volume. Sometimes it's not there, other times it is. Skyrim, fucking pull your shit together. Peas and thank you. Now that I've turned it up, it's probably going to be too loud. There's no freaking winning. There it is. There's the loudness. Too loud. I knew it was coming. Sure, looks like I'm not crocheting anything with how teeny tiny it is. Bro, Skyrim music is so nice. So atmospheric and beautiful. I feel like my focus for this stream is actually going to be so much better because I'm not trying to wrangle a cat for once. But I do miss having her here, and it's only been 3 hours. 3 hours. They said this afternoon we'll give you a call and then you can come pick her up. So that won't be until about 3ish, so I'm thinking I should be able to smash this out before then. And then if I do smash it out, I'm going to be working on some more market stuff because I have a market coming up, which is very exciting. I've got a lot of shit to do still, but it's getting there. So stop rolling. Stop rolling up on yourself. It makes it very hard to crochet into those stitches when it keeps rolling in on itself. I wonder how people actually get paid for these patterns. Like, I imagine the pattern creator gets paid, but I wonder if they have testers for it, and if they get paid, it's anything like the Instagram ones. Because if that's a thing, I would love to do that, because I'm already ripping this to shreds, in the sense of I have a lot of criticisms. But it's just the whole thing of, like, if this is meant to be beginner friendly, then make it really beginner friendly. Although it doesn't say anything about it being for beginners, so that's on me for putting assumptions on it, I suppose. At the end of the day, I have never actually made a pattern in the sense of not like an amigurumi thing for other people to follow. I've made patterns too. I've made patterns on, what's it called, tapestry crochet, and that's it. And it doesn't actually tell you how to crochet, it just tells you how to read the graph and this and that. So maybe I can't talk too much in the sense of, who am I to say that they are doing a poor job for beginners when I'm no longer a beginner, and I know the stuff it's trying to tell me and the assumed information. But I don't know. If you want to make it beginner friendly, tell them everything. That's what it comes down to. Because again, I think of my friend who wants to buy, I don't know if she did, but who wanted to buy one of the kits as well because they saw that I bought one. I don't know if because I had a quick little glimpse at it, I said to them that it seems like it's beginner friendly, but again, it doesn't tell you to fasten off, it doesn't tell you how to fasten off. A newbie won't know what that is. They're gonna get to the end of the row and be like, well, what the fuck do I do now? Because it doesn't tell you. Does it want you to stuff the arms as well? I'm guessing so. You fill the hands, legs, and body. Okay. Yes, it does. Can't wait to crochet the bigger sections. The only thing I also don't like about crocheting... God, I'm full of complaints. The thing I don't like about crocheting these little bits is it's just so fiddly. So fiddly on your fingies. My fingers, they're not the littlest, but they're also not the biggest, so I can only imagine what it's like for a person with big fingers to try and crochet. I feel like that would be a nightmare. Alright, one more row and then that's the second arm done in about 10 minutes. Wow. I'm just going to count this one. What? Okay, I've read ahead again, so I've just finished both of the arms. Fabulous, good job, go team. I'm just reading the legs, and without showing you what it says, but just telling you what it says. So you'll make the leg, you'll get all the way down, blah blah blah. Repeat these steps to crochet the other leg, and then the instructions, it says cutting down the yarn of left leg, keeping the yarn of right leg, and connect the left leg. What? Cutting down the yarn of left leg, so like tying it off and then making it short. Keeping the yarn of right leg. Okay. And connect the left leg. That's okay. I get it. But what the fuck? So I want you to, okay. We're just gonna do a little demonstration. So left leg, right leg. I want you to cut this one down, and then you would just, this would be the ongoing thing. Again, this is standard stuff for making little plushies. I get it, I understand it. But a newbie trying to read that, they'd fucking feel like they're having a stroke. That's not what you want for people starting in crochet. You don't want them to have a stroke trying to figure out how to do this shit. Because then it makes it not accessible. And then what if you have had someone have a stroke and they're trying to figure out what's actually going on? They're going to be so lost. I'm all about that accessibility, you know? Cutting down the yarn of left leg, keeping the yarn of right leg, and connect the left leg. I don't think anyone proofread this. I will be so real with you. This is why I'm saying, hire me, Officeworks, in a different capacity. Hire me and I will read your instruction manuals, crochet stuff, and I will rip it to shreds. Because that shit, no. If it's anything, at least for the, like, Kmart kit, the craft maker one, as fucky wucky as it was and it didn't give you enough yarn, the instructions were pretty clear. So that's good. Just reading through the rest of it, it looks okay. It looks okay for now. Okay, this is fine. I'm just complaining, as is my right. Okay, well, nobody saw that. I very much wet the yarn. Yeah, no, okay, you can see that. It's fine. No, I didn't. Nothing happened. Ew, it's wet now. That's what happens when you spill water and it gets wet. Whoa, that's crazy. Now wait a damn minute, this math don't math either. What the hell? Okay. So, we are on row... Oh, please. It was potential spam. Okay, so, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, the math don't math here. So, row 1, 6 single crochets into a magic ring, 6 stitches. Row 2, 6 increase, so increase every stitch, that gives you 12 stitches. Row 3, 12 times... No, that math just don't math. What? Okay, 3 single crochets, then increase times 6 times, makes you 30 stitches. And then following that, it says it's 15 stitches. So... it's meant to say 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, wait. 3 times. 3 single crochets increase 3 times to get you to 15 stitches, not 30 stitches. Can't get anything past me, no siree. And I'm actually going to write that in because I will get confused every single time I see that. 3 times, not 6 times. Who made this thing? Officeworks made in China. Whoever made it, they don't know how to fucking count. That's what I have to say. And again, if you get a new person doing this stuff, they're gonna be confused as hell. I'm also actually going to write that it's not meant to be 30, it's meant to be 15. You know what, the pen doesn't actually need its lid on. Just that one. I don't think I'm gonna have many people popping in because I'm streaming at a very weird time. Like people are either at work and have jobs. Yeah. And the Americans are probably asleep still. Yeah. So I'm looking for the unemployed. Unemployed, can you say hello? Nah, that's okay, I don't mind yapping to myself. Means I can lock in. When the pattern makes sense, I can lock in. No cat, no chat. Hello, fingers, can you work? Thank you. Slowly but surely. Are you winning some? Living it, loving it. This is gonna look real cute. Hope your Nan likes it. Yeah, I know where she lives. Not really. If you asked me to go there, we would get lost about several times. Yeah. I know vaguely where she lives. I know there's a lot of trees. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 5. Wait, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay. This yarn does get a wee bit splitty. Not too crazy. But enough to annoy ya. Eee. Go in the hole, please. Thank you. Alright. One leg done. It's very teeny tiny. Like, not super teeny tiny, but a wee bit small. I shouldn't, in theory, hypothetically, get the legs and the arms mixed up. Hopefully, they are in fact different sizes, but I would not put it past me. I fuck with this hook, honestly. This is the first time in any of the crochet kits that I've done on stream so far that I have actually fucked with the hook. So, you know what, I might even overlook all the everything else that's wrong with it, just because it's a nice hook. Genuinely. And again, it tells you how big it is. That's fabulous. I did not leave myself a long enough tail for this. Here I was complaining before about big old fingers, and I leave a tail this big. That makes sense. Good stuff. Boop. Nice. so once again, the way it's actually telling you to do all this is a bit weird. So the pictures show you one thing, and then once it actually gets to step 3, which is the body and the legs and the hands, it says 15 single crochet, 3 single crochet, 15 single crochet, 3 single crochet. I think what it's trying to get at is do another full 15 for the leg, chain, not single crochet, chain 3, because in this image you've got like the little teeny tiny gap there, and that looks like a chain. And like I said, whoever fucking wrote this thing, I have some words. I have some choice words to say, and they are not kind. They are fucking pull your shit together. Please and thank you, because this is confusing. Anyway, onwards. Continuing. Alright, so instead of single crochet 3, we're going to chain 3, because single crochet 3 literally doesn't make sense there. And then we're going to grab this one, shove that in there. I'm going to attach it about there. It doesn't say anything about attach it to the next leg, do this, do that. It just says weird, confusing business that doesn't make sense. There we go. That looks weird, but that's okay. It's okay, it's okay. Make it work. Somehow. Okay. So then this goes there, question mark. I don't think that's quite it. because that's... Okay, you know what, whatever. Whatever. We're going to have to sew that bottom bit up, even though it says nothing about doing that. But it also doesn't clearly specify that it's not meant to have a little fucking coochie hole. Because that's what it has right now. A little coda. Gingerbread man, more like gingerbread woman. Because it has a vagina. Oh, have I been muted? I was muted the whole time.
But stream.
Not the whole time, but I've been muted since I took the phone call, I think. Yeah. Ah! Means they didn't hear me talking about the Gingy's Johnny.
And then
Me going, ah. They didn't hear none of it. They just saw it. Insert subtitles. Gingy has a Johnny. I'm just gonna look for Gingy has a Johnny. Why does it have a Johnny? Now I'm gonna make it a ginger man instead of ginger woman. No more dirty Johnny. Blah blah blah. I think that was the bulk of it. I don't fucking remember. This is the issue with having a sock over my fucking mic. I can't see when it's muted properly, so that's fine. Whatever. Gonna temporarily mute again though, and I'm gonna remember to unmute. Sorry everyone, I had to tell Pookie some gossip. Gossip that you all aren't privy to. Right, what do we got? An hour and 20 before it's cat pickup time, so I reckon we can smash it out. We got this. We got this, team. I think after this little white section as well, I think that's all the white you need for this piece. And so by that, it gives you so much white, which is great. We love when they give us more yarn than we need, because then it means for people who have loose tensions or whatever the case, they got a fighting chance, which we love. Don't love this fucking naughty mess though. What the hell's what's the sitch there? Alright, so I'm pretty sure that's actually the last of the white. I think they might have some white details around the eyes. But this is how much I have left still, which is fabulous. You love to see it. So I'm confident I'm gonna have more than enough yarn for the little gingerbread man. Now, I think we're going to run into an issue here where it doesn't actually specify. It says sew the two hands onto the body, but it doesn't specify how or where. It just says to do it, in the pictures are a little bit confusing. So that one's going to be fun. Once we get to that, that's about 5 rows away. Oh my god. What's this time? I am so popular today, holy. So that one, I've been getting a few calls this morning. Kept coming up as suspected spam. I'm guessing these were the same people, probably. But this came from a mobile number, so I was like, oh, I wonder what this is. I've been applying for jobs, so I was like, maybe it's something to do with that. But no. It was because several months ago, literal months, I like to do some window shopping for houses, but in this current climate and economy, and a house seems like a pipe dream. But I went on to, do I name and shame? Maybe. I went onto a website to look at, like, I just put in a few random numbers and shit to see what the repayment calculator and shit would look like, and borrowing power and all that crap. And that was my mistake, because I put my contact details in. So they haven't fucking left me alone since then. I have blocked several of their numbers. And then they still keep trying to catch up with me and be like, so do you think you want to have a little appointment with us? Because they had an appointment set up and then I cancelled it, and then they never actually cancelled it, and we're like, hello, do you remember that you had an appointment? I was like, actually, I cancelled that. It's just not the right time. And then now they just keep trying to fucking call me so they can, I don't know, I'm just, leave me alone. I will reach out to you if I want help. But again, house in this climate, pipe dream. Manageable at some point, I'm sure. But just fuck off. Just fuck off. He's trying to shill the app on me as well. It's like, alright, well, I'll just leave you to it, and you can go on the app to... no. I don't want to, actually. Suck my wiener, leave me alone. I will block that number as well. I will block all of their numbers if I have to. So then when it doesn't come time for me to want to access their service, I won't be able to because I'll have all their fucking phone numbers blocked. But they're very persistent, which we love. But yeah, if there's a lesson to be learned in there, kids, don't fucking put your contact details into anything. Ever. Because they will contact you, and then they won't leave you the fuck alone. Ever. Frickin' bastards. Frickin' bastards. Bastards. Next time you can put your details in. You can see what your borrowing power is.
Spray paint simulator came out on Paintbus.
Fun?
Spray paint simulator came out on Paintbus.
Oh yeah. That was kind of boring. I'm just saying. I played a bit of that one, but it's a bit boring, spray paint simulator. It's no power wash. It's like the opposite of power wash, but also boring. Like, incredibly. So it appears I have, you know, I have standards and limits. I think it's one where it would be an easy 100%, but I just can't bring myself to do it because it's fucking boring. Same with Supermarket Simulator. That was boring as shit. I can't do it. With my limited time that I have to play games, no. Give me something I enjoy. I reckon I'll get to Power Wash Simulator 2 in like about a year and a half. I think that's how long it'll take me. I don't even remember the last time I touched a game. When we played Halo Infinite. So that was... how long ago? 2 weeks? 3 weeks? 4 weeks? Oopsies. Because I have a life now, you know. Not really. My video game time is crochet time. Pretty much. I got markets, you know. I'm gonna make like $50, hopefully. As long as I make my 35, I'm happy. If I make more than that, even better. I'm hopeful. Actually, while I remember, I am gonna block that number right now. Suspected spam. I should have believed it when it said that. Block. Bye, bitch. Fuckheads. I'm sure they're nice people, but they keep trying to call me, so in my eyes, they're fuckheads. Hey, yo. Not Malk. Welcome in, Not Malk. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. How are you? Oh, that's fine. Ah, cunt. Fine. Monday. It's Monday. Unless it's Sunday where you are. Not Malk. So if you're not Malk, what are you as well? I must know. Too many questions and I just met ya. This music's getting a bit loud as well. Once again, the inconsistency of it is fabulous. Okay. So this literally just says, continue to crochet the top parts of the body. Sew the two hands onto the body. I can see your messages. Yes, I can. Hello. How are you, my friend? Welcome in. How'd you find the place? The place that is called my stream. How are you? So many questions. Sometimes I'm a bit slow with reading messages because I'm counting. And my brain is like this big. So it takes me a second, but we get there. Hell yeah, you know it, boy. I'm pretty sure that's my bio, right? Confident that it is. It's a lie. But, you know. Yeah, how are you doing today? What brought you over here? I'm always curious to know how people find the stream and what in particular drew them to said stream. Typically, bright hair seems to do the trick. But you never know. One day someone might surprise me. 6. I'm also very much going to be counting, so please bear with me just for this row because it's not consistent. It says do 8, then decrease 4, decrease 6, decrease 4, decrease 8. It's just such a weird way to go about it. It doesn't want invisible decreases, it just wants decreases. Sad. Sad but fine. I really need to update my Twitch bio and info and everything. It's been a while. According to my bio, I'm 23. Really not. Yeah. So it's a little bit inaccurate, but oh well. I'll update it one day when I remember. Or maybe I'm just eternally 23. And that's all anyone needs to know. I'm a 23-year-old. Even when I'm going to look like a 50-year-old, I'm a 23-year-old. I don't think this math is about to math right now either. Fick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that math don't check out at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 26. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. I'm still 2 stitches less. What? Alright, well, instead of doing a decrease, we're going to do a random little increase here. Keep having tech issues? Oh no. What's happening? Is it just stream not wanting to cooperate with you? Or are you having other tech concerns? Now, I'm not a tech person, but maybe I'll have some ideas, you know? They won't be good, but they're ideas nonetheless. Alright, so to make this equal 34, instead of decreases, I'm actually doing increases. So this don't make sense. Once again, okay, so 34 stitches. Sew the 2 hands onto the body. They're 12 each. So 34 plus 24 is 54? 58? 58. And then 58 takes 6 is 52. I don't understand how they got this math. Right here. So it's meant to get, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're meant to be at 34 stitches. 36, 38. 48, 58. And then somehow you're at 48 stitches over here? Is it meant to be 58 stitches? This is not a beginner-friendly pattern. For some reason you can't chat. That is very odd. Very odd indeed. Are you having any internet issues or anything like that on your end? Just okay. I'm not supposed to distribute this and blah blah blah, but it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. But also, Hold the fucking phone. I had the right numbers. 36 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4 decreases. That should bring you down to 32 stitches. 32. Not 34, 32. So if we do 32 plus 24, it's 36, 56. Take 6 is 50, which is still not 48. Think your note is cooked? That's not good. I'm confused. It is a very cute project. This is what we're going for. But the math don't math. I've already had to, like, I've scribbled some bits in where it's all wrong, but this is just wrong. This is just very wrong. Because the math doesn't add up whatsoever and the instructions don't make any fucking sense. And for me to be able to actually, like, properly review it and give it the right criticism, I'm trying to follow it to a T, but I can't follow it to a T if the numbers are all wrong. So, I guess it's a fucking free-for-all now. And the thing is, well, like, this isn't, you know, this isn't someone on Etsy's pattern or anything like that. This is an Officeworks kit. Officeworks is like a, I don't know what other countries' equivalents are, but it's like they sell stationery and books and business shit and all that. And this isn't their typical thing that they sell, but there's a lot wrong with it. It was $5. It was $5. I will give them that. $5. But the math isn't right. And it's concerning me. Because I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Oh, it's fine. It's okay. Everything is okay. Yeah. Yeah. This is what I get for not shopping locally. This is what I get for buying from a corporation. So, yeah, no, there is a lot of AI getting around as well. That's a fucking massive problem. You never know, it might be. I mean, it is looking, the pattern that it's writing, it does look like the picture, so that's a positive. It's providing pictures along the way, which is great. However, those pictures can only get you so far when the words don't make any fucking sense. But I did get got by an AI one recently, which I felt very silly for. As someone who is, like, I would consider myself a pretty well-seasoned crocheter, and little ADHD brain, I got so hyper-fixated on something, and I'm like, I just need lots of little patterns so I can make keychains. And then I fell for the fucking trick of, this has over 200 patterns. First red flag, I buy the thing, it's like $8. It is a mix of AI patterns and stolen patterns. So that's something I want to do a little takedown video of at some point. But for now I'm just trying to do crochet Christmassy shit. So this is going to be a present for someone. And then I've got a market coming up, which I will do. I don't know how to go about this. Because the instructions. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're just going to do an extra row, despite it not saying anything about doing an extra row, but I'm going to feckin' do one anyway, because, yeah. It does happen. It does. Just felt a bit silly for letting it happen. But it does happen. You are right. Now, are you much of a crocheter or crafter or anything of that variety? Is that like your cup of tea, or do you just like to browse in the little creative side of Twitch? What do they call it? The makers and crafting. That's what we're getting at. Like I said, I'm always curious about how people find this stream and what intrigued them to click through. Oh yeah, cool. 2 months ago. Solid work. How are you finding it so far? The fact, if you, I mean, ooh, blocking as well. Look at you. Fucking smashing it. Crochet is one of those things where it's like, I've had a friend try to pick it up and it just didn't click for them, and then they gave up, and I understand. I get it. So I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, it either clicks or it doesn't. For, you know what, feeling terrified is a natural feeling, especially for your first project that you'd be blocking. But I'm glad to hear that it turned out alright. I think that's an homage to your talent. So you're doing fabulously. Can I, what was the project, if I may ask? Alright, this cunt's a little cooked, and that's okay. We are going, I'm going on my own here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach, I hate this. I'm going to go around the row, attach the arms, and then do another row above it, and then just fucking go from there. I did do the depression dance on YouTube, that's correct. Oh dear, yeah. No, that was like one of the vids that semi-popped off, but yeah, that was me. That was several years ago. I looked a wee bit different then. I was living at the parents' house. So rightfully depressed. But yes, that was me. Never thought I would be recognised for that sort of thing. Oh, a beanie. Good job. You know what? Good job, you. I'm proud of you. You are smashing it. This looks weird. Trust the process. Trust the process. Trust the process. That's all I can do here. I really should have counted, but say la vie or whatever. You're very welcome. I know crochet can be very intimidating, so I think the fact that you stuck with it is amazing. So keep it up. What's your I guess, what's your interest in crochet? Like, what sort of projects would you like to do, you know, as you learn more about it and become a bit more proficient with it all? What sort of things do you think would tickle your interest? Because Lord knows there's many options. There's certainly no shortage of things to crochet. And that's the thing I like about crochet over knitting. I feel like there's a lot more variety. Like, you can make stuff happen in knitting, but I feel like crochet is just a bit more versatile and easier once you get into it. You like making wearables. You know what? If you can make it work, fuck yeah. Hell yeah. This I need to get rid of. Yeah, that's you're very quickly gonna fall into that trap as well, where it's like, okay, I don't know how much yarn I'm gonna buy or how much yarn I'm gonna need for this project. Even if it does tell you, you still just like second guess it all, and then that's how you end up with lots and lots of yarn, and then before you know it, you're looking at storage solutions. And yeah, it's a fun little downhill road from there, but it's not a bad downhill, you know. It's just it devolves very quickly, because all of my yarn at the minute lives on 2 shelves and several bags scattered around the house. And it's just, yeah, it's an addiction. I'll be so real. Even though your skin isn't tiny, use the little flip beanie in the first sleeve. Yeah, that's another one of the things with crochet too, is it uses a lot of yarn comparatively to knitting. so much yarn. And that's why as well, like one of the things I've noticed with kits, they're either really good at giving you lots of yarn or they're really fucking terrible at not giving you enough, and then you just don't add details. Or, you know, in your case, I'm just hoping you don't run into the issue where like you've bought enough but maybe you're 1 ball short or 2 balls short, and then you go to buy it again and it's the same color on paper, it's the same color but it's a different dye lot, and then so it's like ever so slightly different, and then that's a fucking pain in the ass. Like that is, I was gonna say the worst, but saying it's the worst feels a bit over dramatic. This looks weird. But you know what? If they didn't want it to look weird, they should have fucking written the pattern better. That's my opinion. Write the pattern better and then maybe I won't have issues. I don't even know how many stitches I have here now. It's a lot. But it's... You're getting there. Like, you can see the vision. I just... This is probably actually the worst pattern I've ever read. In all... Not ever read. But in terms of all of the kits I've done on stream, this is certainly the worst. And I can say that definitively. Yeah. You know what? And that's all you can do as well. Just keep going, hope for the best. And the thing as well is like, you're going to develop those skills over time. You're going to find what works best for you. You're going to find a bit more of a niche for yourself as well. Like for me, wearables, bane of my existence, because like head wearables, fine. Clothing, no. Because I don't block it, which is probably part of the issue. But the things just never fit right, and it looks weird because I don't measure, I don't gauge it, I don't do any of that. So my hat goes off to you, and I respect the hustle. Same with people who do blankets. Couldn't be me, but I respect the hell out of it. Alright, we're not actually going to do another row around. We're just going to go through and do what it says. Just going to keep doing decreases and shit, even though it's gone so far off the deep end. It really has. These instructions are not correct. Therefore, this thing is not correct. And that's okay. Because what are you going to do, hey? Might even do... Four, then decrease. No. Really want to make a blanket? It's a commitment, I will tell you that. It is a hell of a commitment. So the first blanket I made was like a it was a granny square blanket, so that was okay because I was just using a bunch of different yarns and going from there. That one was fine. And then after that I did a temperature blanket, which was fun. But yeah, blankets are just a lot of work. One of my crochet friends, see if I can bring up the picture without actually like showing their shit. I just wanna, but basically what she's doing at the moment is she's doing a blanket where it's like each row is a different stitch, and it's turning out really cool. So hang on, I switched to this one to sort of show it. So it's not every single row, but it's like she's doing a different set of stitches for each thing, and I think it looks sick. That's the sort of thing where I'm like, oh yeah, that would make sense, and you can kind of commit to it a bit easier because there's so much variety. But if you also like the repetitive nature, then you know what, power to you. Fucking get that bread. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 decrease. Okay. Because it's one of those things where it's like, it's good to just sit down and have a movie running or a show running or whatever you like to watch, and then you just can kind of do it a bit mindlessly. That's always nice. Oh shit. I would say amigurumi is up there with the things I don't love doing, but most crochet kits are that. So, you know. Also hoping, I've still got 40 minutes, but I've got to go pick up my cat at 3. So I've got to get a little bit of a wriggle on here. Although we're actually doing pretty good. Okay. It's just that little, very unclear instructional section that stumped me, but I think we're back on a roll, just with very incorrect numbers. And that's okay. I genuinely don't know how they released this pattern with how terribly it's written and the instructions just being so unclear. It is kind of mind-boggling. And impressive. Because someone got paid to write this, I'm hoping. I hope they got paid. And they got paid nope. Paid a fair amount. Because, you know, it's hard work, but no one fucking read this pattern. No one read this goddamn thing whatsoever. And I will not shut up about that, because I did buy another kit. I have 2 kits. And if it's going to be as much of a shit show, I'm going to be a bit upset. Because what the fuck? I think the math here is off, but I don't think it's terribly off. I don't know how many decreases I've actually done though. But we'll just chuck an extra one in right at the end, I think. And then hopefully eventually the numbers will line up. But we see the vision. The vision is getting there, sort of. I do quite like this brown. This is like such a random thing, but I love this shade of brown. Quite nice. It's so awkward to move around. I don't know if like the arms being like this is worse than just sewing the damn things on manually. This feels worse. That's for damn sure. Hey, what up, Lulu? How you doing? Welcome in, friend. What's the sitch? What's happening? I'm just crashing out over this crochet pattern. I'm glad to hear you're good. This is what we're making. It's getting there. However, the pattern itself is written so fucking stupid. And so now I'm kind of just guessing and going on my own journey with it because it's just incorrect. So, you know, it happens. I've also completely miscounted here, so. Okay, that's the double. That was the double. But yeah, that's the main thing. We persist. I'm trying to smash some of this out because gotta go pick up the kitty cat. She got a haircut. She's gonna look a bit funny, but hopefully it will keep her cool. That's the main thing. She's a ragdoll, and we're not even in. Oh, we are in summer now, actually. But over spring there were some very fucking hot days, and I'm just concerned the cat is getting hot. So, we took her to go get a shave. Not like a full shave. She's getting a lion's mane cut or whatever it is. She's gonna look a bit silly, but if she's comfortable and cool, then I'm happy. That's all I care about. It's just been cold. I'd prefer the cold over the heat, because when you're sweaty, like, I hate being sweaty. So we can trade. Although I don't think I'd like living in Melbourne. Frankly. Because I don't like too cold either. I don't like too hot, I don't like too cold, I like just right. Call me Goldilocks. These decreases are all in very weird spots. There's so much string going around, I don't know what's fucking happening. There's too many random bits of string. I think that's due for a decrease. I may very well end up having to, in stream, go pick up the cat, and then come back to stream a little bit later after making sure the cat's okay and hanging out for a bit. So I'd probably stream again a bit later just to finish this thing off, because I don't think I locked in hard enough, and don't think I'll actually have it done before we go get her. Do another decrease here. I'm just chucking random decreases in places until hopefully it comes together the right way. Oh wow. Didn't know watch streaks were a thing. There you go. I'm sure though that 3 stream streak was over the course of about 3 months. I haven't streamed in a while. Oopsies. Just been busy, you know. But hey, congrats on the 3 stream streak and the 350. I don't even remember what they're called these days. That's how old she's getting. Slash doesn't use Twitch. I think it's not bits. It's not bits. It's channel points. There you go. See? I know things. Alright, he's got me for 20-ish minutes. Then I'm gonna go disappear for a few hours. And then I'll come back and hopefully the cat will have a big old sleep, which means I can crochet in peace. And then, yeah, you'll get to see how funny she looks. My poor baby. I think we'll get semi close to finishing. I reckon I'll get like close enough to the point where I'd maybe only have about an hour. Yeah, you're all good, Lulu. Do your thing. Appreciate the lurk. Yeah, when I disappear in a bit, I'm just going to end the stream and then start another stream a bit later. Once everything's settled down a bit. Oh, I think the numbers are actually about to start adding up. Nope, never mind. No, they're not. I lied. I'm a liar. Never mind. It's getting there. It's getting there. Well, it looks a little bit wonky. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so I'm up to row 25. This goes up to row 28. Then you've got the head, which is 16 rows. And then the rest is just little details. So it's not crazy amounts left. But just enough where I want to get it done. I don't think this math is gonna, it's not right. Nope. Oh, I think we're actually getting close here to having the math correctly. I think from that row it should actually all line up. Like it's like a little shirt. It's actually starting to come together, which I'm happy about. we endured, we fucking winged it, and now it's all starting to pay off, thankfully. What's the past tense of winged it? Wunged it? Wung it? Wang it? Wang. Penis. Now, in theory, this math should now be all up to scratch. In theory. Except that theory is incorrect by 1 stitch. You know what? What's 1 stitch? Who fucking cares? Who cares? Now, once again, it doesn't actually say anything about whether it wants me to fasten off and leave an end for this, but I think I do, because it looks like the head is separate and then it's going to be attached. I don't know why they would... What have I done here? Hello. I don't know why they would make it where... What am I saying? Where the arms are attached in the row, but then the head isn't. I feel like the head would be easier to attach in the row, but again, who am I? I'm just a guy. Just a guy that's crocheting. What do I know? One, two, three. Yay! We have the right amount of stitches now, I think. I might finish off the body, so that's cunt. One more row and then stuffing it, and then I will dip out from there and then come back a bit later. I'm just gonna count this time. I want you to stuff the hole very late into it. 2, 3. Okay. So I'm gonna leave a bit of a long tail. So you're telling me it wants me to stuff in a hole this big? I should have left its little ginger giny down there, because then I could have stuffed it from both ends. I know it sounds bad, but that's just the fact of the matter. Stuffing it from both ends would have been so much more efficient. Ew, I don't like how that feels. That's another complaint I have. This fiber fill, polyfill, whatever you want to call it, feels gross. I hate it. Feels very scratchy. Fuck, how am I supposed to get that in there? Jesus. Should have started stuffing sooner. This is gonna look a bit violent, eh? Wants it to stuff it. Wants you to stuff it pretty firmly. So we're gonna be here a while. Let's get both of the legs first. At least there's absolutely 0 gaps. That is like quite fabulous. And that's on account of the fact that the hook is small. So I can get behind that. Alright, that's one leg. I just fucking hate how this feels. Ew! It feels like, I don't know, someone's very crispy hair. That's what it feels like. This is where they should tell you to start stuffing it earlier, like just lightly stuff. And then that way when you get to this point you can shove it down a bit more. Because this is fucking hard. You can imagine someone, if they have fat fingers, this would be a nightmare for them. Let's try and get some in the arms. My finger doesn't even fit down the arms. Not really. Not well. Do. 45. Alright, just a little bit more stuffing and then I will skedaddle for a bit. Really dropped it. They give you plenty of stuffing, which is good as well. Trying to give him a little tummy. Little tum tum. Ew, it's getting everywhere. Yuck. Yucky. Alright. So I believe that's a little gingerbread body. That's as good as it's getting. As good as it's getting on my teeny bit more stuffing. Alright, this is what we're going to leave it as for now. I'm going to end stream temporarily. I will be back in a few hours once the cat's settled in and after I've done other stuff. I don't fucking know. But I'll be back later to finish this bad boy off because it's just the head and the accessories, so it's manageable. We'll get it done. But for now, I will see you later with a weird looking cat.